Welcome to Wild Breakaway with Wes Walz. I'm Audra Martin. The Wild's lone trip to Vancouver went just about as good as it can go. A big 5-2 win tonight for the Minnesota Wild. Pick up 2 big points, thanks in large part to Matt Cullen, the star of the show tonight. 7 shots on net, the most he's had since March of 2013.
He was amazing. 5 goals in his last 10 games, and this is exactly why you brought in a guy like Matt Cullen. He's won 3 Stanley Cups. He's had a couple real long runs. It took him a little bit of while to get some traction here in a Minnesota Wild uniform, playing for a new coach and everything. But like the best players do, and guys that have been around the block a long time, they play their best hockey when it matters most. And right now it matters the most, and Matt Cullen is on fire.
Well, here's a look at tonight's final stats. Again, a good night from that third line all around, chipping in to make up for 36 shots on net for the Minnesota Wild. They go 0 for 2 on the power play. They kill off their 1 penalty tonight against the Vancouver Canucks. It all equals a 5-2 win. Again, the third line stepping up big for the Minnesota Wild.
That might have been Matt Cullen's best game in this year for us. So, and he generated all the play. I mean, Ennis was good, and Charlie was Charlie. So I thought they were good because we needed them to be good, and you can't win in this league unless continually unless you have all 3 or 4 lines going.
So here's a look at what's next for the Wild. Good to have them start a set of back-to-backs with the win. They follow it up tomorrow, hopefully with another one against the Edmonton Oilers before they return home Tuesday to take on the Colorado Avalanche. And then Friday, it's out to Sin City to take on the very dangerous Vegas Golden Knights. But first things first, a matchup with the Edmonton Oilers, much like tonight's opponent. Edmonton, not going to make it to the postseason this year, but still a dangerous team for one reason, and that's Connor McDavid.
Best player in the world, and has been for the last 2 years. Won the MVP of the league as a 20-year-old kid. It's been a long, long, long time since anyone's ever done that. Not only is he a great player, he's a great player that's on fire right now. He's got 8 goals in his last 10 games. His last 2 games, I think he had 7 shots and 9 shots on net. And looking closer at his numbers earlier this morning, he's got 31 goals, only 4 of them on the power play. So the Minnesota Wild really obviously have to focus on shutting him down. What separates him from all the other stars around the National Hockey League is his ability to skate with the puck. I mean, he does everything at such a high speed that the Minnesota Wild are going to have to get all over him in the neutral zone, force him to give the puck to somebody else, and live with whatever happens that way. But great start to the road trip. This 2 points tonight really takes a lot of the pressure off the Minnesota Wild. Yes, there's always still pressure to win. We're down to 14 games, but I think the guys will be much looser knowing they've got 2 points in the bank that they got tonight here, and I expect them to play a great game because of that reason.
All right, we'll see if they can follow it up with 2 more points tomorrow night against Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. Wild Live starts at 8:30 on Fox Sports North. We look forward to seeing you then. For Wes Walz, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.